So very, very good morning to everyone. Namaste. Today we would like to release some of our past life pattern because as we have understood it. So before we start releasing our patterns, I would quickly like to address the further questions that were being asked on the group yesterday. Can we just have a look at the questions which are being given yesterday, Mahek? Yeah. So yesterday there was a question that what happens if you're unable to rescript a painful, sad relationship with one of your sibling in this lifetime due to not on talking terms? How else can I resolve this? I worked on someone who had very painful relationship with the sibling and they were not on the talking terms. Not only that they were not on the talking terms, they were actually abusing, and one of them chose to resolve it and took few sessions, and which one of the session led to a past life, and it changed the reality completely. So you cannot rescript your painful life. Yesterday also I explained you require a surgeon, which is you require a healer for that. And at the level of your readiness, your subconscious will allow you to see that past life and rescript it. And the only other way, if you don't choose to go to a therapist for that, like ideally you need to go to a therapist and get it change, understand it. But if you choose that you do not want to go there, how else you resolve that? Probably today when I'm guiding, just see if you keep that situation in the mind, and that helps you to resolve that. There are layers in every relationship that we have created. When we want solution, we want that solution as quick as possible. But everything in life is not a quick fix. It requires to delayer each aspect of it, understand out of that, grow from it, learn from it, evolve from it, and to resume the balance back. As in, when we send this intent to resolve a relationship, then probably we all need to understand that we will go through delayering each one of those, and that is what would help us. So the second question is, why can't we access past lives through our dreams? Of course, you can access your past lives through our dreams if you know how to do lucid dreaming. If you have the control over your dreams to be able to rescript your realities, if you have the control to understand that what I am seeing in my dreams, ideally this is not working for me and I must change it. If you can do that, absolutely brilliant. Dreams itself are very, very therapeutic. If whoever has written this question, if you are in a position, but understand the danger also that you are taking together. By any chance, at that point of time, you are not in that state to be able to create the new reality which works for you, then you are actually rescripting it with that negative reality as well. So the choice is yours. What is the difference between Akashic records and the past life regression? Through different lifetimes that we all choose to live as a soul. On the fifth plane, after that, there's a sixth plane where there are all the laws, and one of them has all the Akashic records. So our Akashic records are how in our houses we have wardrobes with everything where we keep our clothes, or we have the units in the offices to keep our files. Akashic records does store all the records of our different lifetimes. The difference between both of them is, one, you are accessing it, probably take guidance from it, but not changing the reality. Past life regression therapy is being used to change your present. As a therapeutic modality, it is a completely different understanding towards it. What I'm understanding it, irrespective of whether it happened in my past life or not, what does my subconscious mind believe from my present or past reality, and what is it that it is blocking me? We access that memory from our subconscious file zone, and we change the perception of it using regression as a therapeutic modality to bring change into our present. And that is very powerful because it doesn't change only at the level of your conscious awareness, but at your DNA level, at the level of your karmic books also. So one is just knowing about it. One is getting an X-ray done, getting a CT scan done. When you get an X-ray done, when you get a CT scan done, does that give you the resolution? It doesn't. It just tells you there is something wrong here. You still need to go to the surgery. Regression therapy will do the same for you. It will not only diagnose it for you, but it will do the surgery as well. If you require medication, not the physical medication, the medication for your soul, the medication for your emotional level, that is what it offers. I respect and honor all modalities, but at the same time, I focus on the modalities which are solution-based, resolution-based. So at a personal level, I'm a very strong believer of a solution-based modality, because what do I do after I understand this is a problem and I cannot resolve it or it doesn't change? It gives you more pain after that to understand that, oh, this is the problem, but I can't do anything about it. So regression as a therapeutic modality is very, very powerful. Very powerful. At the same time, people have a myth. Everyone regresses in the first attempt. It's not about you wanting to do that, surrender to the divine forces, because there are times people have not come for regression and in 5 minutes they are in a past life. There are times they have been struggling and they don't regress. Does not matter. Whatever level your consciousness is, your subconscious, by taking you in a past life, or your subconscious by not allowing you to regress, is actually protecting you and helping you. As long as the resolution is unfolding, whatever way, you be happy and be prepared for that. And regression is one thing which takes a little bit of time. So whenever you choose that path, go with patience, and not only just to resolve a particular problem in the life, but even to invoke that divine intelligence and the divine wisdom within you, which is stored in your DNA. Because when you regress, you actually go till the time of the death and you connect to that divine light. And that memory is being triggered into your cellular structure. That's very powerful. Probably you do not require to go to a painful life for resolution. You can even see a life which has been very, very pleasant for you. And that also brings resolution in your present reality. Whatever works for you, and take the suggestion of your therapist for the same. Somebody has asked, sometimes are the dreams fragments of our past lives? Yes, they are. Your dreams fall into 3 categories. There is a YouTube where I've explained the dream cycle. You can look at it. And the splitting your dreams into 3 parts, the center one, when you split that center one from 12 to 6 is your sleep cycle, then the 2 to 4 is your predictive dream, where through the dream form, your past life is actually giving you the predictions of what dampened and the resolution. So, depending on at what time you are seeing the dream, which part of the fragment of your past life is being invoked. Your dreams are the indicator of your past, present, and future. And your dreams does have a power. It does tell you what's going to happen after a few years. It does tell you that this problem is being resolved. It does tell you when it is piling up the new files. It does tell you everything. But majority do not know how to use the dream as a therapy. So I hope this answers all the questions for today. And I want each one of you, irrespective of a problem of the past or present, simply to do one thing, that imagine any particular thing which you would like to resolve in your life. And I would like to guide everyone through the Mass B technique to help you to resolve that without taking you in a past life for that, because past life takes time and it requires a personal attention. There are many people who do it at a mass level. I can guide you, but can be little risky for everyone, because not everyone being able to finish this resolution in a short time. And not everyone, when I leave it open to you to resolve it, to rescript it, not everyone has that awareness and that wisdom to be able to resolve it in the highest and best possible way. So personally, I am not a very strong advocate of that, and that's the only reason I'm not doing. Nonetheless, we can still move towards the resolution part of it, and that is what we are beginning today onwards. Today, tomorrow, and all. Is if everybody is ready, I think majority of you on the platform have done the balanced emotional empowerment with me in the past on the session. You can take any of your hand, you can tap, you can drop, and you will just require to do the breathing pattern in a particular way when I am guiding you. Just imagine, and not imagine, to know and send a strong intent that this is one problem in my life I would like the resolution to. In the absence of my voice, the next 2 minutes, I want each one to think about the problem you would like to resolve today. If that is done now, I want each one to rub the karate chop and listen or say, repeat it in your mind, or just listen to it, whatever you are comfortable with. Although I have been going through this problem in my life for last, whatever is the time frame, say that in your mind. I do not even know whether this is happening in my life because of my karmic imbalances, karmic obligation that might be pending across time and space, through different lifetimes, through generations, through eternity, between the times. May that be the fragment of one of my past lives. May that be the reality of many of my past lives. May that be the reality of my present. But irrespective of that, what I understand is that at a soul level, we all are divine. And there is the divine wisdom and the divine intelligence within each one of us. So I am the divine, and I have the divine intelligence and the divine wisdom, which is powerful enough to resolve this problem. Probably I surrender myself now, and I surrender my problem to the divine intelligence of the creator of all that is, without me having the need to understand this cycle, without me having the need to hold on to the cycle to be a better version of myself, without me having the need to suffer and using suffering and sacrificing as a tool of evolution, without me forgetting my own power as an ascended master, without me feeling or thinking I'm a scapegoat, without me feeling miserable, without me feeling helpless, without me feeling there is no way out, without me having to hold on to that I'm going through the dark night of the soul and I have to fight the evil all the time, without me putting the blame on the other person, and without me holding myself responsible for everything wrong that happens. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Although, when I started my journey, I had all the awareness and the power, and my karmic book account had the nil. I do not know in this lot of journeys and my human form or any other form that I chose to live, what sort of imbalances did I create for myself? And I do not know since how many lifetimes I have been burdened by the resentment, regrets, rejection, the feeling of being unloved by, unwanted, not in control, not in charge. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Although at the time of birth, there is a complete awareness to my soul in consonance with my higher self. What am I choosing? Why am I choosing? Probably as I allowed my intellect to be developed, I forgot it. And rather than allowing my intuition and intellect to guide me to resolve and to bring the balance back, I do not know how knowingly or unknowingly I got stuck. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself and heal and integrate that part of me. Both the hands on your chest. 7 deep breath. Breathe in through the nostril, all the positive energy. Breathe out through the mouth, all the negative energy. Rub your karate chop again and say, although for generations through eternity, my soul has been learning through experiences. It is always a learning curve for me. I really do not know. Why is it that my soul chooses to learn through hardships? As a kid, when we are born, we all learn easily and effortlessly from our surrounding. And there is a sixth sense that guides. The child learns from the time the child is born how to restore the normal mechanism in the body, to understand hunger, to understand touch, to understand people, to understand how to walk, how to grow. Nobody tells the body constantly, now you increase the size by 1 inch, now you put your this foot forward by this many millimeter. It's a beautiful creation, and we all know how to be in synchronicity with it and just let it happen and flow. I do not know where, at what point in time, I as a soul chose to learn from the hardships. I as a soul chose to learn from the mistakes. I as a soul chose to learn with pain. I as a soul chose to learn from the suffering. As I know now that the creator of all that is the energy of the pure love. And the purest form of love. And when you are connected in that energy, everything transforms without you having to find a solution to a problem. It simply transforms. I do not know, knowingly or unknowingly, if I blocked that particular process for myself. I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I still choose to deeply and completely heal and integrate that part of me. Put the hands on your chest. 7 deep breath. As your eyes are shut, breathe in through the nostril all the positive energy. Breathe out through the mouth any need to suffer and be stagnant in life. And I want each one to tap on the thymus point, only on your thymus point. Tap on your thymus point and say, change, changing, it is changed. Change, changing, it is changed. Change, changing, it is changed. From being in pain to aligning with the powerhouse within me and the power of the Creator. From feeling of being stuck to feeling liberated to connecting to the joy and the happiness. From feeling hopeless and helpless to completely transformed reality that I witness. Change, changing, it is changed. From guilty, from holding myself responsible for everything, to surrendering to the divine to transform the realities. Change, changing, it is changed. From being stuck in the illusion and the ego that my mind may have created to the purest form of love, intelligence, and wisdom. Change, changing, it is changed. And now I want each one to take 3 deep breaths in. And visualize yourself now surrounded by pearly iridescent white light. As you are in this light, as I command, Creator of all that is, it is commanded that I choose today to release the painful memories or the magnet of attracting pain, magnet of delusion, magnet of imbalances. We send to the light of the Creator of all that is and allowing it the resolution in all the 7 bodies of mind, allowing to change it in the Akashic records, allowing myself the resolution at the level of my cause and effect, connecting to the law of cause and effect now, to change it with the divine wisdom and the divine intellect that resides within me, to invoke that, being connected to my higher self and Creator of all that is, the resolution may occur now at the level of cause and the level of effect both. As for the divine guidance and the divine wisdom that resides within me, and that is the molecule of the Creator of all that is, the proton that makes the entire universe. Understanding Aham Brahmasmi through Creator's definition and perspective of the 7th plane of Creator of all that is. Changing them at the level of microcosm and the macrocosm, the universe within me, reflecting the universe outside me and the universe outside me reflecting the universe within me. I now choose to bring that change at both the levels in the highest and best possible way for me. Into at the level of my DNA, if that is at the level of my genetic structure, that gene be changed of suffering from both the DNA strands of mine in the highest and best possible way for me, and that it is possible for me and I'm deserving to shine my light. I'm deserving to be happy. I'm deserving to be joyful, and I am joyful. I have all healthy relationships through greatest definition and perspective. I have healthy boundaries and respect and honor them. I have healthy body through greatest definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is. Into every cell, fiber, tissue, molecule of my body, every area of my life, at all the full level of my beliefs. At the level of my readiness for my highest and best and the highest and best possible way for me. Changing the root in all the different tree of lives that I may have created. Through all the parallel universe realities of mine. Into my spirit guides, my angel guides, my higher selves. Now and forever. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Whoever says yes, Creator, let this process unfold, allowing each one to invoke their own divine self, to allow the process to unfold. And I want each one of you being surrounded by this light. Imagine your own body sounding, vibrating with the light, and imagine the new reality which you would really wish to create. Be very mindful of what you are creating. Thank you. With your permission, do I have the permission to pass unconditional love, light, and healing to each one? Whoever says yes, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. You all can open your eyes. Thank you for joining and wishing you all that you all have an amazing life. You all have amazing relationships and a very, very happy and healthy body. So thank you for joining. If you still have any further questions, please do write it. Very happy to answer all your queries. Thank you. See you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. with lots of gratitude.